Hello everyone, Bone Harvester here. Today we will examine after 11b6 move and side variations in Grandprix Attack, and this video will be last video about Bishop c4 Grandprix Attack. Let's start from main variation and take a look. Standard Bishop c4 Grandprix Attack. Move order: Knight c3, Knight e7, d3, castle, castle, and Queen a1, important kingside attack move. Preparation to open center and defending kingside. Bishop b3, Knight d4, King h1. I said King h1 is less played move. Generally, after Knight d4, human players are playing Knight takes d4 here. This is a good move, and some variations are going to be equal, but not have kingside attack. King h1 is computer engine move and less played from humans, but let's take a look. Maybe one day someone play against us. After King h1, a5, preparing b6 or b5, and finding developing squares for bishop a4 and b6. In other 3 videos about Grandprix Attack, we examined these all of variations. Now let's take a look rest of variations. Knight takes d4, c takes d4, knight b5, d takes e4, d takes e4, and bishop a6, c4, trying to nail bishop on b5, but unfortunately d takes c3 is strong for black. D takes and queen d3. This position is black's most strong position that black can reach. Now let's take a look side variations after 11b6. Instead of knight takes d4, white can play knight b5 here. Knight b5, knight takes f3, rook f3, and bishop b7, c4, queen d7, and this position is looking dangerous for black, but no problem. I checked all variations and all knight moves. Doesn't matter. You can go easily queen c7, queen e2, bishop c6, and rook f2, rook a d8. So what's the problem? Problem is white is underdeveloping. White needs to develop its own pieces. And how and where? The problem is this: if white try to play f5, black can win this game easily, because we see before, after central exchange, black can use f5 square strongly, and after maybe exchange on b5 and using lines and diagonals. So black has no problem here. I think the position is nearly equal, but little bit black better in my opinion, because of weak f4 pawn. Why f4 pawn is weak here? Because minor pieces on queen side. If you play f4 and try to f5 or a5 or something like that, you have to carry your minor pieces to king side for generating threats to black. So let's take a look other variation. Instead of knight takes d4, a3 can possible here. a3, bishop a6, and take, oops, rooks go. Rook will drop. That's because white cannot take will pawn. And for example, let's take with knight. After knight, black knight will put f5, sit on f5 strongly. f5 square is strong for black, as we talked before. e5, knight f3, rook f3, and knight f5 again. Knight f5 again. Knight e2, f6, trying to destroy central e5 pawn. E takes, bishop takes, and c3. Black is better here because first of all, black has space advantage, as you can see. Second, black's bishops are active and good developed, and knight too, but white bishop and rook still didn't develop. And where to develop these pieces, this is a questionable thing too. One more thing, after queen c8, c7, or e7, rooks can develop easy, or maybe rook a7 and rook a8, rook c8. Maybe after after you cut these bishops away, rook d7. This is possible too, and I like this maneuver, using 7th rank with rook, and in my opinion, it's really strong maneuver. So black is better here, in my opinion. Let's take a look. I just wondering what engine says, because I didn't remember. Yes, engine says similar as like me. Black has little bit better here, and not in winning position, but little bit better. Okay, let's take a look other variation. I'm going to start 11b6 move again. Knight takes d4, c takes d4, knight b5, d takes e4, and trying to force him with pawn because queen is not very good. Bad because this square is good for black, and black can use d5 after bishop a6. Rook is safe, no problem, and very nice for black. So that's because white must take back with pawn. D takes e4, bishop a6, bishop e6, and trying to attack b5, and developing bishop from a nice diagonal, and on this diagonal rook is a target. c4, sorry, let's take a look side variations. I missed. Let's take a look queen e4. As we talked before, queen e4 is not very good move in my opinion. After bishop a6, queen defending, protecting rook here. c4, d takes c3, b takes c3, and knight f5, knight d5, and knight is attacking c3 pawn, and also knight can, if black knight forced to kick back, and knight can go and sit on f5 again. But now knight d5 better because c3 is a target. Bishop b2 takes, and tactic. Nice. 2-6. Black has 6 pawns, white has just 5 pawns and and these 2 pawns are damaged. Pawn structure is damaged. Black is completely better here. Maybe we can say in winning position too. Let's take a look. Instead of d takes e4, maybe f5 here. It's triable. G takes f5, d takes e4, bishop b7, bishop g5, and with the idea, if possible, trying to kingside attack. But no, because as we talked before, minor pieces are stuck queenside. They are stuck here. They can't help attacking kingside. That's because queen h4 is not very good move, and so already white didn't play queen h4 because white know queen h4 is bad move. Rook d1, e5, and queen e2. White just trying to hold game, but black is winning position. Yes, black is in winning position, as you can see. Let's take a look other variation. Let's start on 11b6 again. b6, knight d4, c takes, and d takes e4, bishop b6, c4. Now white can play queen e2 for defending knight and developing queen, but in my opinion this is not good too. But as you can see, white has no more choices. Rook c8, rook d1, queen c7, putting pressure on c3 because fianchetto bishop and d4 pawn is controlling c3 square, and this meaning if black puts enough pressure on c2, black can win this game. Rook b1, rook f d8, c3, d takes c3, and black is better here. Black will be pawn up. Okay, let's take a look. 11 start again, 11b6, and last two variations, c4, d takes c4, and instead of b takes c3, e5 here. e5. Now after e5, d5 and f5 square is extremely weak. Threatening with promote queen, bishop, queen c4, knight c3, and black is clear pawn up. If black push this pawn on b4, this is meaning game over and game will be lost for white. And position is very playable. Rook c8, rook d8, knight f5, knight d5, so easy. Let's take a look at other variation. Instead of b takes c3, queen e2 again, knight c6, and black want to go knight d4, b takes, bishop takes, rook b1, and as you can see, knight d4 again, forking pieces and forcing white to exchange pieces. If black wants to exchange pieces right now, it's the best time. So after queen d3 queen d3 move, this is, as we talked before, the best position black can be reached while white playing completely how to say, accurately. Every move is correct. Every move is correct. Black can reach this position, and this video is ending about bishop c4 Grandprix Attack. We learned everything in our four part video. One part early f5 and f5 attempts, early a5 and f5 attempts, other video, and these side variations, and the third video is most important video in my opinion, because generally human players are playing these variations, and we inspected these variations in part 3. And last part, not so long and complicated video, but I just wanted put these lines for making detailed repertoire, because white can play one of these moves, and so we have to know these moves. Okay, let's finish video. Thank you for watching, and see you later in other videos. I'm going to start with bishop b5 Grandprix Attack right now. See you later in other videos.